I have spent a huge part of my career highlighting local business, and there is no better example than corporate citizen, good neighbor, family business than Hickman Family Farms. And Charmin Hickman is joining me. You're making headlines with having your workforce living on your farm. A little bit of an unfair headline, I think, but can you explain what happened?
These ladies that are inmates are our coworkers, and they are the first contact to our baby chicks. That's one of the most critical staff members that we have on staff. They have those chicks that were hatched November 7th are now laying eggs for Easter right now. So the planning and everything that goes in when they're baby chicks, which is done by our female inmates, determines their success throughout their whole life with Hickmans. And they are, if you've ever been on a sports team, if you've ever been in a group project, they're vital to our success as a company. And we all park our last names as we enter the property, because our name is out in the public, but they're a critical part of what makes Hickman's Hickman's. So yes, they're inmates. They've made some mistakes, but they volunteer to interview for this program. And we hope that after the 3 or 4 years that they spend with us, it's different depending on the inmate, that they consider us as a career. But we wish them well, because they're never coming back to the prison after this.
When the headline went out about people in the neighbors, your neighbors within a 2-mile radius got a letter explaining that there would be people housed there. But what I don't think people understand about this program is that you've been doing this for 25 years, which started with one van load of inmates and has turned into a program that has really been a standard for other companies to get involved and do the same thing.
Right. Well, we all get up in the morning, all of us, wanting to do better and wanting to be connected to our community. And for many of these female inmates, especially on our work teams, they are getting a chance to shine and give back to their community, and they can't wait to get out into the public and be a successful citizen. And we all want to be part of something bigger. I feel like when the President of the United States determined that we were critical to government infrastructure, I felt like all of us kind of stood up a little prouder.
When you look at, we all learned a lesson in the last few weeks with the rush on groceries, that any item, paper goods, getting groceries to market is important. So we bring in the National Guard to help facilitate that. Well, you don't have that luxury, and this is a staple. Eggs are a staple, and it's not just in Arizona. You distribute in so many other places that if these women were not able to be brought outside because of the concern of spread, that you would have really been in trouble of trying to get eggs to market.
Right. It does no good for eggs to sit on a farm when the public needs them. And my brothers felt it very important that the National Guard be used in other critical points of food distribution. We don't want to take them out of that. And we already have these ladies are highly skilled. You don't just go and expose a bunch of baby chicks to the elements. These ladies, that is their job, that is their passion, to take care of these chicks so that they can go on and achieve their productivity levels and do what nature designed them to do.
So the last point I'd like you to clarify is the unique situation you're in is that you have a building that could house them. Beds are being installed. So this is adding to your expense. You're doing this as a community service to make sure that they have a job that they keep, but that food gets to market.
Right, and thank you to our governor, his leadership, and the director, Shim, for going out on this limb and trusting us to do our job well and respecting all of the rules that they have set forth, because we know how to keep chickens safe and our humans safe. We've been doing this, and we only look to get better about it.
We always say shop local, support local businesses, and I do this intentionally and have for a long time. When I go to the store, I look for Hickman eggs, and they're the best, and I really hope that the community does that, and thanks for continuing to make sure that your product gets to the stores.
Well, we know who the thanks goes to. It's our lady inmates and male inmates, and a great team at Hickman's that takes pride in feeding the United States.
I appreciate it. We'll be back.